right, what's up, you guys? I kind of just want to touch base a little bit on these moves the Giants have been doing. Um, with this whole pandemic bullshit that's been going on, I've been kind of busy with life last week or so. Um, Anywho, the free agency kind of opened up on Monday. They had some bullshit called the negotiation window that fucking opened on what was that, Monday? Players were allowed to sign on Wednesday. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty surprised the Giants haven't made any big moves. The last time the Giants had this much money to spend, we spent it. This was back in, I believe, 2016. That's when we brought in Janoris Jenkins and Olivier Vernon, Jason Pierre-Paul, and all those motherfuckers, right? All of them motherfuckers are off the team now. So I mean, maybe we shouldn't have went down that route. Maybe that showed us that that probably isn't a way to approach free agency with all that money to spend. But anyway, I expected us to bring in some key guys. Our first signing, which as of right now looks like that's our splash signing of the off season, James Bradbury. Ironically, is the only signing that I really kind of loved, to be honest with you. We didn't spend, and I don't know the contract details, but I don't believe we spent that much money for him. He's a big corner. He's only 26 years old. I believe he had 3 interceptions this year. Um, I believe he was the best corner on the Carolina Panthers secondary. Um, who's that other corner they have? Dante Jackson, I think his name is, or Deontay Jackson, one of those names. He I guess they drafted him a few years ago and they felt okay with letting James Bradbury walk. Um, was drafted up in the second round about 4 years ago. But like I said a few seconds ago, he's a big corner, and I feel like we needed a big corner. Uh, we we drafted Eli Apple a few years ago, and he's a very big corner. He's 6'1", over 200 pounds, but he's even pretty fast. But anybody who knows anything about football knows that that motherfucker is garbage. I mean, hot, steamy garbage. So he's off this team. We traded him to the Saints. He's not even on the Saints anymore. He signed with the Raiders a few days ago. But James Bradbury, I think he's a guy who has the same build as Eli Apple, but can actually cover. You know, um, not to mention, like I said before, he's only 26 years old. Um, let's see, what else other moves did we make? We didn't really make that many moves. We oh Okay, so we franchise tagged Leonard Williams. I was kind of hoping we could have locked him up prior to the start of free agency because we franchise tagged him, and I don't like spending $16 million on a guy who had less than less than 2 sacks, less than 1 sack last year. I can't remember how many sacks he had, but $16 million. He's definitely a guy with someone I was hoping the Giants would have locked up when we traded for him back in damn back in uh earlier this past football season. I don't understand how you even let him or his crew or whoever have you talk you into letting him letting the contract talk get this late. Now look, you franchise tagged him. $16 million for him. So don't get me wrong, I think he's very underrated, but I don't think he's. To me, the franchise tag is for guys who are game changers. Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack. Um, you know, who else? A game changer type of Luke Kuechly. I know he retired, but Luke Kuechly, like big name guys. Not no freaking dude who just played the whole season but somehow struggled to get more than 2 sacks. He had a strong year last year, but this past season I don't know what happened. He played in two different defenses and still couldn't get anything going. So we ended up spending 16 mil on him alone. The rest of our signings have kind of been like backup type signings. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. We also signed Blake Martinez. I'm not really feeling the move too much. We needed a linebacker, so I won't complain. But From what I've heard, he's not that good against, you know, the the run. He's a good tackler. He's an okay cover linebacker, but he's not that good against the run. And um, I I am not too sure how I feel about the move. I mean, he's another young guy, but he's more so a wait and see type guy. I was kind of hoping the Giants would have signed Jamie Collins or Corey Littleton. Um, but Blake Martinez, it is, I guess. Um, the rest of our picks have kind of been like under the radar special teams backup signings. You know, Kyler Fackrell, Cody Core, Nate Ebner, Cameron Fleming. We signed Cameron Fleming, I think, yesterday. Um, who Cameron Fleming is someone who I think can potentially start at right tackle. I think that's probably the reason why he signed with the Giants. He's also young too. He's only 27 years old. Um, I I'm hoping we draft a tackle early this year. But I mean, listen, he's better than Mike Rimmers that we had last year. He's definitely better than Eric Flowers at tackle. So let's see what he can do, I guess. Um, but yeah, these picks that the Giants have been doing so far, these pickups, with the amount of money we had to spend, I expected a little bit more of a splash, but it is what it is. On to the draft. Hopefully, I mean, Jadeveon Clowney's still out there. Hopefully, they can make one more splash and grab him. I highly doubt, especially with our general manager. I highly doubt that. But at this point, I'm mentally prepared for the draft, and yeah, go Big Blue, I guess.